Hey guys, what's up? It's currently 2:30. I'm home now. I need a shower so bad. My hair is, it's honestly disgusting. It's on like day, when did I wash my hair last? Only like day 3. It's pretty gross, but also like that's how I feel like I've helped save my hair, is by washing it less. On Instagram over the weekend, I had asked you guys for recommendations for podcasts, like for growth and positivity and all of that stuff. And so I got a lot of really good recommendations. This one I think is my favorite. Well, this is the only one I've listened to so far out of all of them, because once I started listening to the first episode, I was just sold. New Mindset, Who Dis by Case Kenny. Honestly, this is the best podcast ever. I've listened to so many episodes already and I like his voice. It's very soothing. He talks about really great things and he has such valid points and messages in these podcasts. It's almost like therapy in my opinion. That's why I wanted these like mental health, well-being, positivity and growth podcasts. Like someone's just talking you through things and you can find whatever podcast you like relate to or need clarification with for life, certain aspects of your life, and they just talk through it and make sense of how you feel. I look so tired. It's because I am. I'm in the nursery this week and unfortunately it's my last week of pediatrics. I have had such a great time, such a great rotation. So I'm very sad it's coming to an end. But yes, I was with brand new babies today. There weren't many babies born in the last 24 hours, so there wasn't much to do. We rounded on some babies. I got one baby, that's it. I'm gonna do some U-World right now, but you know, just doing the best that I can. I did Anki already. I'm just gonna do U-World and I'm gonna do it laying down because I'm a rebel. I don't want to sit at my chair. I finished U-World. I did not review it yet. I just didn't feel like reviewing it yet. It was just a 25 set thing. I did actually pretty well on that set, so it's not going to take long to review it, but I wanted to move on to this presentation I have to do tomorrow. Oftentimes attendings will ask you to present on a topic for the week or the next day, every single day. It really depends on the attending, or not at all. The attending had asked me to do a presentation tomorrow on reasons for newborn swelling in the head. So I am going to write about that briefly on a little piece of paper. And usually for these kinds of presentations, they're super short and sweet. You just talk about it really quick. They might ask you some questions. And that's about it. So a resource that I really like to use for doing these little presentations is Amboss. They have everything. You just type it in and it's there and it's all organized really nice. And so you could do that. You could read articles, but I like to start at Amboss because it gives me a good overall picture of everything. And then if I need to read more in depth into something, they have articles linked that they reference and you can always just go to those articles and read through that. But that's where I like to start. Nice little time lapse for you. All done. Very simple. I also drew a little picture of the layers. And then these are the swellings that could happen.
Another day in the nursery. I have this great little latte that's canned, very tasty, but it was very quiet today. I was very sad. Only a few babies were born. I got to take them over, but very quiet week in the nursery, and it's my last week, so it was quite devastating, but I'm making the best of it.
Okay, it's a little bit later, and I did my Amboss, I reviewed it, I did Anki, I watched a lot of YouTube. Now I have to work on a presentation for tomorrow, my last one of pediatrics. It's the, what am I talking about? RDS, respiratory distress syndrome in a newborn. So I'm gonna make a little thing, write about it, so I can present it tomorrow. Okay, so the masks that I've been wearing, you see all of this? It's so bad. I'm breaking out everywhere. I'm going to, it's really just from the masks. It's killing me. and I keep picking at it because I don't know when to stop. I have some hydrocolloid derm wound dressings. These hydrocolloid, they use them for wound therapy, obviously derm wound dressing. And when I was before medical school, I did a lot of wound therapy. I applied like wound vacs and dressed wounds like that, and we use hydrocolloid. It's good for pimples and stuff, so I'm just gonna put it on my chin. Why the heck not? I ordered these off Amazon a while ago. I just haven't used it until now because I've really had it with this pimple nonsense.
Guys, it is my last day in pediatrics and I'm so sad that it has come to an end. I'm enjoying my nice little latte and the crisp morning air before rounding on my patients and doing my notes. And because it was my last day, I figured I would try the hospital's breakfast. I heard it was really good. It doesn't look that great, but it was actually really tasty. And the day was very short, very few babies were born, and they cut me loose early, but I got really great feedback from my preceptor, and I'll tell you about it at the end of this vlog. After rotation, I went to Mendocino Farms and treated myself with one of my favorite sandwiches from there, which was the banh mi. Amazing, and I ate that, and then I ended up having to go home and study really hard for my pediatric shelf, which was the following day, and then that marks the end of this pediatrics rotation. And like I said, I am very sad that it had come to an end, but I'm going to talk more about it right now.
All right, hey guys, so I'm currently editing this vlog, but I wanted to tell you about my preceptor and what he had told me on my last day of pediatrics. It really took me by surprise and I was not expecting it, but it was in the best way possible. So I don't know if you remember, it was a few vlogs ago where I was in clinic and I had a day where I was just really upset with myself. I just felt very incompetent, incomplete. I felt like I was stupid, and I got a lot of very sweet comments from all of you, so thank you for your support. I had my silver lining at the end, reminding myself that I am learning, and so many of you also reminded yourselves and myself that we are learners. We're learning. We're not perfect at everything, and we never will be perfect at everything. But on my last day, I asked the preceptor, can we do like feedback or anything since it's my last day and I worked with you the most, because he was my preceptor while I was in clinic, and then on this last week of nursery, he was also my preceptor, and he was like, oh yeah, and asking me how I did, how I thought I did, and I told him that I felt like I progressed and I've learned so much, and I've definitely gotten more comfortable with pediatrics and in general. And I told him about how I felt in clinic and all of that, and he was like, well, I normally don't give my patients to students, to med students, and that's because his cases are a little bit more challenging, and so the encounters are way more detailed and just harder as a whole. And he said, I gave them to you because I believed you could do it, and you did, and you kept coming back for more, and you kept taking my patients, and I would not have let you go in there if I didn't think that you weren't capable. I was like, oh my god, like I didn't know that. It felt so good because I was being challenged and I was very aware of how I was being pushed, and it felt really good, and I felt like I grew a lot over that time. So if you can ever sit down with your preceptor at the end of each week, I recommend each week, because at the end, you know, you want to see your growth and you want to almost show them how much you're growing after each week. And so if you can sit down with your preceptor and ask for any feedback, I think that's really good. It's a great way to learn. It's a great way to find out what you've been missing out on, because you get evaluated at the end of these rotations, but by then you can't correct those things for that rotation. You can only use it for next rotation. Pediatrics as a whole, I am very shocked how much I enjoyed it. I did not think that I was going to enjoy it. As you can tell, if you haven't seen the last few vlogs, definitely watch them, because you can see how happy I am, and I really miss the rotation already, but I am getting ready to do my OB/GYN rotation this January. I am just so excited. Like, you have no idea. We had a plenary for OB/GYN this past week, and I delivered a simulation baby, and it was just, oh my gosh, I am so excited, and I just can't wait. I cannot wait. So yeah, that is it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, continue to work hard, and all the good stuff. Okay, bye.